Welcome everyone. Today we're going to discuss about very important aspect. Uh, so we will discuss about healthcare. We will discuss about many interesting aspect of the infection control. Overview: infection control is important in departmental workplace where are specific disease that can spread easily in our workplace if controls are not in place. To protect your own health as well as the health of those around you, and understanding of infection disease, how they are spread and how to control them in fundamental. Infection disease are disease you can catch. Human are susceptible to wide range of disease that can be controlled from other people, injections, animals, and environment. A departmental workplace. The infection disease spread easily in our workplace. Why? Group of people in close contact for extended period and on a daily basis. Culture of attendance, staff, student, and others. Or possible contact with asymptomatic carriers, non-vacancies populations, and environmental. Departmental workplace hygiene issues, poor cut and sneeze effect, and hand washing. Workplace activities, contact sports, special education listing, works duties, cleaning and maintenance, toileting, community engagement, visitors and volunteer, curriculum, handling animals to food preparations and the food consumption since activities, location, mosquito borne disease. How infection diseases are the transmitted: contact transmission, direct contact will infect blood and body substance. Deep transmission, infection agent is large drops. Airborne transmission, infection agent in aerosols and are in health. Foodborne transmission, consumptions of the containment food. Waterborne transmission, consumptions of the containment water. Vector-borne transmission, carried by a vectors. Airborne or droplet transmission. Large participant can carry viruses and bacteria through the air, which can be deposited onto micro mimic other suspicious persons. Small pieces that are airborne may also be deposited on mucous member or inhaled directly. Contact transmission, direct contact, when blood or bodily substances from a person or animal come in direct contact with another person in such a way that can enter their body. Infection, blood or other bodily fluid enter another person's system directly via words or via mosquito members. Infection, blood or other body fluid from an animal enter another person's system via wood or a via mosquito members. Contact transmission is indirect contact when germs from all infection host or other source are passively transmitted to another person via an inanimate project. Controlling infection disease. Controlling infection disease requires a multi-phase approach consideration. Models of transmission, evolution, disease, and the germ resistance, people behavior and knowledge and belief, environment, change circumstances, and embracing individual requirements or and group requirement. Infection control, training, standard immunization, waste management, cleaning and disinfection, safe use of safe prevention, protection equipment, and hand respiratory hygiene. How to implement infection control: promote infection control as a standard practice. Know the rise in your workplace, how diseases are transmitted, and how to implement control. Have proceed in place. Have approaches, facilities, and consumable singles. Correct hand washing techniques. Provide and take part in training sessions. Maintain record of training. Promote vaccination. Adopt a risk management approach to infection control. Protocol for managing infection disease: if a staff or a student or parent advise of an infection disease, main confidentiality but inform the appropriate person at your location. Action for the school admin or management: determine the nature of the disease, confirm diagnosis. If confirmed by a doctor, seek relevant information from Queensland Health. When confirmed, the school's workplace may provide information to staff or school community to be aware. Symptoms of recommended action using a link to a Queensland Health fact. Protocol for managing infection disease. Schools, workplace do not notify Queensland Head, but can call them to advise if needed. If a person's contagious condition has been diagnosed, the doctors or laboratory will notify Queensland Health. Queensland Health will only notify a school in the particular circumstances. Example: community cluster. Hand washing. Hand washing is one of the most important measures in preventing transmission of the disease. Hands should be washed using soap, water, and dried before handling preparation and eating food. Assistant student with eating or meals, assistant student with toileting, providing fast aid or medications, contact with all ill and injured persons, contact with the blood or nobody fluid, removal of the protective glove using the toilets and after contact with animals. Vaccination. Vaccination is not mandatory for staff or student of the department. However, where a vaccination exists, this is highest order of protection from the infection disease. Vaccination boosts the immunity systems and create immunity that protect from an infections without causing the sufficient of the disease itself. Most vaccine contain a little bit of the disease germs, that is weak or dead vaccine do not claim the type of the germs that make you sick. Getting the vaccination is much safer way to make antibodies without having to suffer this disease itself. Occupation recommended vaccination: influenza, MMR, part loose, and varicella. Staff working in early childhood education and care, all of the above plus habitat. Vaccine funding, preceding contingent condition, chickenpox, and many other things actually happening right now, and we have to be careful about this kind of disease. Protocol for pre-subscribed contingent under the Public Health Act 2005. Unvaccinated children may need to stay away during a measles outbreak. Following consultation with Queensland Health, staff are expected to model appropriate behavior, stay away from the workplace if a staff member contract a workplace cause serious illness as defined by work health and safety. Disease-related pregnancy. Our department. There are these are the way what the key response. Know your immunization status. Review your immunization record. If you do not have any, consider a blood test to configure existing immunity status. You may find you need a booster. Stay home when unread. Staff are expected to model appropriate behavior. Stay home when they are unwell or infections. Promote and follow standard precautions for infection control. Good hygienic practice, hand washings and court and sanitize, etc. This is the way we can understand, and this is the way we can develop the healthcare system. If you have any questions, you directly can communicate with me. Thank you. Bye bye and take care.